morning and welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Metaverse with your host, Logo Solos. Today we are going to be taking a look at LiquidLands again. They've had quite a few of updates in the past couple of weeks, so I just wanted to jump in and show you guys what's been going on with that. So without further ado, let's check it out. So pretty much been at work all day, and I'm looking. Looks like a lot of my land held pretty well, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest that now. Now, if you're new to this, the idea is to basically have all your different factions here. This is my faction with my homie G's. And what you do is you try to take over each individual tile and then try to hold it for as long as possible. So, for example, I've been holding this since I went to work this morning, and it nets you 0.23371 bricks per day. And I think I got about half of the, or maybe a quarter of the bricks for that if I held it for 8 hours, 6 hours, a third of the bricks. So it's a pretty good haul for me. Usually I get my ass kicked during the day, but for whatever reason, I think because of the new addition of these lands, everybody's been messing around in here. So let me show you this. These are called realms. And what that does is that pops out, and now you can attack inside of these realms. So this realm totals out to be 3.63. So if you can control this whole brick or this whole realm, you'll get that per day. Now what's happening is you're not going to be able to control it by yourself. They're very competitive right now, and probably because of the newness of it. But I'm assuming that's going to wear off at some point. People will move on to other things and other things that the dev implements. So the dev Dave, I think he's a one-man wrecking crew, and he's phenomenal. He puts out content like a maniac. So yeah, it's been really good. There's, like I said, there's a lot of different factions in this game. What else we got? So the rating mechanic is something else that is pretty helpful as far as balancing the game out. I think what most people have been doing with their myself included, has just been kind of stacking these defense bricks. So like, these are my explorers. This guy, he's holding down the fort with his 28 defense, right? Which is great. I'm holding it all day. But this is also making me a very big target, because if somebody raids me before I harvest my own bricks, they will now get whatever I was supposed to get. I think that's the way the mechanic works. So the idea is to kind of balance it out, and you don't want to necessarily wait until the last minute to harvest your bricks, but at the same time, you want to harvest as you go. Obviously, the longer you hold the position, you're going to get more bricks, but it's also more risk. Speaking of risk, that's something that a lot of people have been comparing this game to. So it's basically like Metaverse Risk. So let's see if I can't find somebody that's been holding on to a spot for a minute. These usually go pretty quick. Highly contested areas. So let's maybe check an area that's not as contested. So all right, this guy's been holding for about 12 hours, and it produces 0.8 bricks per day. Assuming he hasn't harvested it, I should get a pretty penny from him. He harvested it, but now I own the tile. So back to my original point, it used to make sense to only really keep and mint defense bricks, but now it's getting to the point where, you know, maybe it's worth your while to put some points into attack so you can attack these, you know, highly defended spots that people are basically just turtling on, and then you can raid bricks instead of just defending him. I think that's just going to add another element to the game that people can appreciate, and it's going to add more balance to the game. So, alright, so the homies have pretty much been holding down the European continent, so I'm going to continue on with a good thing here. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm actually getting really lucky. So you get a 30% chance usually, unless you have other things going on. So like this guy has 3 bricks on here to defend. Probably gonna spend a few bricks to get this spot. Yeah, 23%. Oh, I got it in 3. Get rid of this guy. Hopefully. Jesus. Alright, 2 spots left. Got him. So let's see where we're at. Still on top. Holding down Europe pretty good here. I really want the UK back, but these guys have been really aggressive over here. Ireland in particular is hotly contested. It's gotten to the point where it's not even worth it for me to go after it because I'm wasting attacks. So I think that was pretty much it as far as major updates go. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking this game out. It's probably the most fun that I've had with an NFT game. And I'm actually making money selling some of these minted bricks, which is nice. You know, it's a lot of games are claimed to be play to earn, but it usually winds up happening just being pay to lose money. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Like I said, I highly recommend checking it out. If you want to get involved and your project's not under factions, I think all you have to do is to get it added is to put in a request into the Discord. Again, all of those links I'll leave below for you guys if you want to check that out. I highly recommend getting involved with your factions Discord if they have a LiquidLands channel or whatever, because you can coordinate attacks, you can form alliances, you can do all sorts of stuff, and it might be worth your while to also check out the LiquidLands Discord itself, because they're always putting out new information about the game, and it's still very early in development. I think in the spaces today, Dave put out that he's only been actively developing LiquidLands for the past 7 or 8 weeks. It evolved from a previous game called Crypto Cities. So, but yeah, to me that's incredible that the game has exploded in this short amount of period of time. So big props to him. And congratulations on your successful project. I hope everything keeps moving in the direction that it is. I really appreciate all of the work that you've done for this project and keeping it fresh, and not just letting everything become a free-for-all. It's been very well balanced. I know when we first started out, as the homies, we were kind of dominating just because our sheer numbers. And he stepped in and basically put the kibosh on that. As much as that sucked for us as a project, I think it was better for the community as a whole, because if it became too one-sided, uh, people would stop playing it, and what's the point in that then? It's no fun playing with yourself. I mean, something. Anyway, so that's about it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you could subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the metaverse.